So we should be live. I believe we should be live. We should be good to go. And we got some stuff to talk about today. So let's make sure that we have our audio working and everything. Our audio is good. All right, everything is good. So today we're going to be discussing lighter news here and there. We had a very big episode of The Last of Us last night, which I am still not recovered, but I do want to talk about that later on, so we'll definitely have a live for that as well, just talking about The Last of Us once more people get a chance to watch it. And like I said last night on my video breakdown, we will be discussing The Last of Us on Sundays on lives now. We were at Sundance this past week, so there was a lot to do. We still got a lot to do. We still got some stuff that we want to be bringing out to y'all. So let me just make sure our chat is working. So if you are watching, want to chat away, you can chat away about anything. It doesn't have to be about the things we're talking about. But one of the things we want to talk about is The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman is a film that... It's an interesting story. It got canceled at a point, then it was straight to streaming, and now after great test audience like screeners, it is coming to us in theaters. So The Boogeyman is based on a story by Stephen King, and this is what we have right here, directed by Rob Savage, who did the movie Dashcam recently, but also did the movie Host, which was one of the better found footage in my opinion. And we got a poster today, which just looks like it looks really good, honestly. It's simple, it's effective, it looks kind of old school, and I'm here for it. From the mind of Stephen King, The Boogeyman, only in theaters June 2nd, which you always love to see. So this will have Sophie Thatcher, Chris Messina, David Malkian, Marin Ireland, Vivian Lyra Blair, and Madison Shue in this as the stars. You also have Rob Savage, who will be directing, like I said. And I saw the trailer. It was pretty good, honestly. It gave me some very creepy vibes. It looks like it's trying to do some interesting things here. And this is reminding me of Smile, because Smile was a movie that was going direct to streaming, and then after good screeners and tests and all of that, they were like, you know what, let's release it in theaters. And we saw that Smile became such a huge box office success. And I think that they know this. They know that people want horror. Horror is on the rise right now, and that's exactly what they're going to give to the people. So I'm excited for this. I cannot wait. The Boogeyman releasing in the summer means they have a lot of faith in it. So I'm definitely all hands-on with this one. I'm excited to check it out. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on The Boogeyman. What do you think? Have you read the story it's based upon? I have not read the story it's based upon, but I definitely do want to get into it because people do say it's very creepy and very good. And you know what? Like I've said, horror is just on the rise right now. Horror's never really gone anywhere. I that's always a misconception. It's had its dips and its rises, and right now I think we're right here. We're starting this rise. We are moving on to different horror than we're used to. A24 and a lot of these studios really started putting out this horror that was more of a deeper type vibes to it, but I think we're getting back into some horror that's just ready to take a lot of risks. So very excited for The Boogeyman. Can't wait. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. Will you be watching or not? But let's move on to our other topic we want to discuss today, which is Dave Bautista talking about James Gunn's plan for the DC universe. And this is what he had to say. So we know that James Gunn said that we were going to get some announcements for DC and what's the future hold for it. And we now have the plan. The plan, apparently, according to Dave Bautista, is this. They were like... Okay, so I lost my thing I wanted to read. Here we go. I've had a conversation with James about that, Bautista said. But I think the direction he's leaning in, completely rebooting that whole universe. He's starting from scratch and starting younger and fresher, and I think you need to do that. I think for the DC universe to be revived, you need to start from scratch, and I think you need to start with younger actors. You need to start to plan for the next 15 years, and I just don't think you can do that with me, and I understand that. And this is what Bautista said when regarded to talking about him being Bane at some point, which is why he said that. And he said that he doesn't care, that he knows that he's older, whatnot. And I think it's an interesting take from Bautista here. He said, I have to say that I appreciate that because I don't want to play a character that I can't bring justice to it. I don't think at this point in my career that I can bring justice to Bane anymore. I just don't know if I could handle the physical part, and I don't think I would have the longevity to plan ahead for films. So I just don't know if I'd be that guy. Now, in my honest opinion, I think Batista would have made a great Bane, regardless. But I do want him to play another character in the Batman universe, which I think he would be great for, and that is Hugo Strange. Like I said, that's just my thoughts, my opinions. I think Hugo Strange fits Batista better, but we'll see. But James Gunn did say we would get these announcements pretty soon, and some people are saying that it's going to be tomorrow. So we'll definitely be discussing that if we get any of those announcements from James Gunn. But overall, I think everybody's in anticipation and waiting to see what exactly James Gunn is going to be talking about. What will he release? What will he say? I think a lot of us are excited for those releases, but we'll see what happens. But let's talk about the Boogeyman poster, because I thought I had brought it up first, but I hadn't actually. So yeah, this is the Boogeyman poster right here. We got the trailer for it yesterday, and like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a decent trailer. I'm excited for this movie. It's gotten some very positive feedback. It was going direct to streaming, and now it's coming to us in theaters in the summer, which is a big thing when it comes to horror, because usually they try to reserve those spots for blockbusters or movies they know they're going to do pretty well at the box office. And the fact that the Boogeyman is coming out on the summer means that we are getting something very, very good. And like I said, the test screenings have been good and positive, and we're excited to see where this is going to be headed. But the Boogeyman trailer, like I said, it looks scary. It looks like it's definitely really hiding up the tension. And do we ever have a Boogeyman movie? I feel like I've heard about the Boogeyman, and I'm not talking about the WWE Boogeyman. I feel like there was a movie called The Boogeyman. I know there was a movie on Disney Channel called Don't Look Under the Bed that talked about the Boogeyman, but I don't know if we ever had a Boogeyman movie, but it sounds like we did, like early 2000s or sorts. But yeah, very excited for that. So let's talk about another movie that just got an actor, and that's going to be the Michael Jackson biopic, which many are excited, many are worried, and we'll see how it goes. But after the recent biopics that have been coming out, I think biopic is the new craze. We had the Queen, we had also the Whitney Houston biopic, and now we have the Michael Jackson biopic. And so we are actually going to have his own nephew playing him. So it says here on this article from Variety that Jafar Jackson will be playing Michael Jackson in Lionsgate's biopic called Michael, directed by Antoine Fuqua, and it is going to be interesting. So it is with the Michael Jackson estate. We'll see how it deals with everything in Michael Jackson's life, which is going to be a very interesting film, no doubt about that. Antoine Fuqua directing. I think he has the scope, I think he has the vision, and I'm excited to see what they bring to this movie. I think it can be a very, very interesting movie, and I definitely think it'd be one at the box office that is definitely going to go very, very well. So we'll see how that goes. But big news today was definitely all of these here. Not much today. It's Monday, so it's a little light, but I think that this is definitely going to be an interesting week. If James Gunn does do these announcements tomorrow, we will be actually watching Knock at the Cabin tomorrow as well. So very excited to bring that video out for you. We do have a lot of our Sundance coverage coming out all this week. We watched 17 films, so expect 2 to 3 reviews a day from me so we can knock them all out and then get back to our regular scheduled program. But we do have also other videos, not just Sundance videos, coming to you. Today we do have some reviews as well, and a lot of good stuff coming. And we do have an announcement later today, which is going to be our Patreon that's going to be released. Hey, how are you doing? Your wellness. We're just talking here about the different news. The Michael Jackson biopic getting Jafar Jackson, his nephew, to play him, which was just news that came out today. And also the Boogeyman trailer came out this weekend. We're talking about that. And also some DC Universe news. But yeah, we have a ton of stuff we do plan to release. Today we have the Magazine Dreams, which is the Jonathan Majors movie we watched at Sundance, which I am excited to get a chance to get to see that again another time whenever it's bought by a studio or whoever. And that was definitely one I really liked. We're also doing our top 5 Sundance movies video today, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, Michael Jackson biopic from Antoine Fuqua with Lionsgate, and now we know Jafar Jackson will be playing his uncle Michael Jackson in the movie, which is an interesting. I don't think many people expected that. I know I saw a lot of people making videos with different actors who they thought should play Michael Jackson, and today we just got that news that Jafar Jackson will be playing Michael Jackson. So we'll see how that is done. But yeah, like I said, we were talking earlier about The Boogeyman, a film that I am excited about. Definitely, a trailer looks interesting if you haven't seen it. And I felt like there was a Boogeyman movie already before, but I don't really remember if it was. Like I said, I only remember the Disney Channel movie, Don't Look Under the Bed, which dealt with the Boogeyman, so I don't remember though. But I'm excited to see how this is. The trailer looks creepy. I want to see how the Boogeyman looks in this as well, because I think that they could definitely give us an interesting movie for sure. Stephen King, apparently people are saying that this is one of his like scariest stories. I haven't read it, but maybe we'll do a live and I'll read it if I can find it. So we'll see. It was released, apparently, the story with Children of the Corn, which people are saying it was crazy how we've gotten so many Children of the Corn movies, but we never got a story in the Boogeyman, which people say is a lot scarier than the Children of the Corn story that these two were put together with. So we'll see how it is. But yeah, this is interesting news. And like I said, the DC news should be coming out tomorrow from James Gunn. We'll see what they announce, what they don't announce, and where the DC universe goes from here. But like I said, very excited to bring out all of these videos out for y'all. A shorter live today since we didn't have that much news. But if you just joined and it's joined late, we will be having this up as a video as well, so you can go back and check it out. But yeah, very, very excited with all of these news and seeing what trailers we'll get at the Super Bowl as well. Apparently some stuff from different studios. And will we finally see another Flash trailer? What is going to be happening, right, with that? But we'll definitely be talking more and also discussing some other stuff later as well. So yeah, the name of the actor, it's actually his nephew, Jafar Jackson. That's his name. And I'll link also the article for that if you want to, and I'll put it on the chat if you want to read it. But yeah, his nephew's actually going to be playing him. Yeah, I'm excited. Antoine Fuqua directing it, and Lionsgate. I think they can definitely give us a good biopic, and I'm excited to see how they put it together. It's definitely somebody who I thought needed a biopic, and it had been a while, and we finally have it. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this biopic. But yeah, there's the article. Whoever wants to read it from Variety about the Jafar Jackson being cast as his uncle Michael Jackson in the biopic that's gonna be coming out from Lionsgate. And I think they already started working on it, so hopefully we'll see it sometime maybe by the end of the year, if not early next year. I feel like we'll probably see it. So super excited to see how that's done. Like I said, we just had a ton of biopics coming out now. Like we just recently had the Whitney Houston biopic. So I'm excited to see how they do Michael's biopic. Definitely one that I think is going to be interesting to watch because there's a lot to cover in his life. Very big legacy, especially if they start off from the beginning with the Jackson 5 and everything and move on up. So we'll see how they do handle it, because I feel like you can make several movies on his life, but we'll see. But yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for me. Just want to make these quick live sort of talking about the news and all of that. Make sure you're following us everywhere. We're going to edit the other videos to put them up later today. The Jonathan Majors movie magazine dreams review will be up today, as well as our top picks from Sundance. So stay tuned for that video. And as always, that is going to do it for me. Check us out on our other lives we'll do later tonight. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. Stay safe, stay positive.